Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we're doing the Foster versus Conceicao Is On video, as O'Shaquie Foster, the reigning WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the world, returns on July 6th on the Shakur Stevenson and Artem Harutyunyan undercard, as he will make the third defense of his title that he won last year when he battles former three-time world title challenger Robson Conceicao from Brazil. This is a huge battle right here between these two guys for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the world. Big time battle again, Saturday, July 6th on the undercard of Stevenson and Harutyunyan. Before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel, I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I continue to build my channel here. So, I'm super excited for this fight. I love this matchup right here. You know, O'Shaquie Foster has just had balls of steel. You know, he got the shot against Ray Vargas and outclassed Ray Vargas last year, you know. When Vargas came in the solid favorite. I picked Foster in that fight to beat him. I thought he would beat him, and he did. And then last year, he takes on Rocky Hernandez in a mandatory defense. And surprisingly, you know, Hernandez is beating him in that fight, and he rallies in the late rounds, puts Hernandez down in the 10th, almost gets knocked out himself as he gassed out. And then after recovering in the 11th, he goes after Hernandez in the 12th. He's behind on the scorecards. He goes for it, and he stops Hernandez in a dramatic knockout. And if that would have went to the scorecards, he would have lost the majority decision and lost his title. But he beat him. Then he returns in February, and in a surprising turn of events, he takes on Abraham Supernova. And I called this one. I said this was an interesting matchup, because Abraham Supernova is a good fighter, and he goes toe-to-toe with him. It's a really good battle back and forth. He ends up getting out of there with a split decision victory in a close fight and retains his title. And now he's returning to face Robson Conceicao, which I love this matchup, because Conceicao has been the guy just with the worst luck in his 3 title shots. He takes on Oscar Valdez back in, I believe that was in 21, in September of 21. And I felt like he cleanly outboxed Valdez. Valdez closed the fight strong, but he had built up enough of a lead and outclassed him. And it went to the scorecards, and Valdez got a controversial decision win after he had tested positive for some kind of banned substance. So, and he was still allowed to fight and go through with it. And then, you know, the performance. So he really just was on the bad end of that one. It took him, the following year, he would get another crack at the title and was supposed to fight, he was fighting Shakur Stevenson for the unified title. And Stevenson comes in overweight, decides to vacate the belts. The fight went forward. Stevenson, who was a strong favorite, and I think would have beat him anyways, gets a one-sided decision. But that's the thing. The bad luck on that one is we don't know how much the weight advantage helped Stevenson. So he was kind of given a pass for that one. And then he returns last year, his 3rd consecutive year getting a world title shot. And he takes on Emmanuel Navarrete, who had firmly established himself as the top guy. So 3 years in a row, he's fighting the guy that firmly established himself as the top guy at 130. And this time he boxes beautifully. I mean, he was the aggressor. He was throwing a lot of shots. He was boxing well, beating Navarrete to the punch, and outworking Emmanuel Navarrete. And at 35 years old, I was just shocked at the kind of performance he put up. But he got caught a couple times and knocked down. And when it went to the scorecards, he was on. It would end up being a draw, and he would come up short again for the world title. Now, coming into the fight on paper, I think this is his best opportunity that I've seen of the 3 title shots. Now, does that mean he's going to win? No. But in terms of, you know, you always, you go in and you go, okay, what are the odds that he can pull this win off? I think this is a 50-50 fight. And I'm probably going to do a breakdown video on this fight because that's how good of a matchup it is. I don't know who I'm going to pick. And I do think it's a 50-50 kind of fight. And I think Robson Conceicao, this is his opportunity. This is his moment to, I think if he does not win this fight and win the world title, it's probably not going to happen for him. But who knows? Because it is that close of a fight. And I could see this fight going to the scorecards and being like a split decision type fight for either fighter. Conceicao Foster, balls of steel, fighting the absolute best guys at 130. Well, let me take that back. Maybe not the absolute best, because Rocky Hernandez wasn't considered the absolute best, but he fought Rocky's fight and ended up knocking him out behind on the cards. You know, he fought a very talented Abraham Supernova. He's fighting Robson Conceicao. He fought Ray Vargas. He's fighting good elite fighters, at least, top guys in the division, you know, good talented fighters. He's fighting them one after the other. He's not taking any easy bouts here. And that's what I like about Conceicao Foster. I really have to respect that. And I'm really looking forward to this fight between him and Conceicao for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World. So I think this being a co-feature is going to put pressure on Stevenson and Hardayunian to go for broke, because this is a good matchup and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. So Foster versus Conceicao is on for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World at 130 pounds. That fight takes place Saturday, July 6th in the co-feature of an ESPN card. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.